All right, 357 Magnum versus 40 Smith & Wesson. Today what I have is our Winchester Defender. This box of 357 actually says PDX1. It's a little bit older box, but you know, previously known as the PDX1 Defender. Now it's just the Winchester Defender. So for our 40 Smith & Wesson, we have a bonded jacket hollow point, a 165 grain. And our 357 Magnum, it's a 125 grain. So got a 4-inch barrel Smith & Wesson 686 versus a 5-inch barrel Smith & Wesson M&P. We got about the same amount of barrel travel in those guns. So we're going to see what we get here with these rounds. We're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time. Then we're going to go through our clear ballistics test here, and what we got is 4 layers of denim, followed by 3 inches of clear ballistics to represent our pectoral muscle, followed by a 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard to represent our ribs and sternum. I'll do a shot with and without our MDF here to represent like a ribs or sternum hit versus a gut shot. Into more clear ballistics. The bullets expand exactly the same, don't tumble, anything like that. Typically this takes away about 2 inches of clear ballistics penetration, but not always, because bullets do a lot of weird things. And then we'll shoot from 25 yards just to kind of see what kind of practical accuracy we get with these rounds. So let's get started with this test. All right, first up we have our 40 Smith & Wesson. It's rated at 1140 feet per second. We're about 5 yards from the target, 4 yards from the chronograph. Let's see how close we get to 1140 feet per second. 1147. 1153. 1146. Interesting malfunction there. 1140. 1152. So we pretty much got rated velocity just a hair higher. Let's see how our 357 does. All right, 357 mag. It's rated at 1325 feet per second, which is pretty low rating for a 125 grain. I came back from 7 yards just so I don't get any flash that will skew my results, because I don't have a full box of this. So I'm just going to do a couple rounds if I can through the chronograph and see what we get. So let's see how close we get to 1325 feet per second. 1263, and yeah, this has a lot of flash. Probably would have skewed that result. No read. I felt like that was dead on, and it's pretty far to the right. Interesting. Let's try our ballistics gel block and see what we get with these rounds. All right, first up I have our 40 Smith & Wesson. 4 layers of denim, 3 inches of clear ballistics, 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard into more clear ballistics. Let's see what we get with our Defender 40. All right, so that's actually pretty good performance there. What we're looking at is about 13¼ inches. Really great expansion. Which would typically, be about 15¼ not always, without our MDF. So let's put our block back up here, no MDF, and see what we get. And here's our impact for our bullet. Definite expansion in that first 3 inches. That's massive. Also wanted to show this. We typically don't see damage like that in that first 3 inches. That's really impressive. All right, no MDF, just our gut shot. So let's see what our 40 does like this. All right, so rather than 13¼ we actually got 15 even. And the reason why it looks like our equation's off by 1/4 inch is it looks like we got some massive pedals going on that are turning out with our clear clay ballistics shot that we don't see with our MDF shot. And this, again, this is just massive. What we're seeing here, this is where impacted. We can see in that first 3 inches that those petals are ripping out, those talon-like things. And those talons are just ripping through this with just an incredible amount of damage. That is wicked and very impressive. Let's see how our 357 does. All right, 357 through our MDF. Let's see how this will do. Wow, all that flash. All right, the same type of thing going on here. We got expansion already. And again, I had to recover this block. This thing flew back about 15 feet. And where it does impact here, it does look like kind of like talon rips. And we're kind of seeing these talon things here. We're at total damage path is at about 12 inches even. Typically that might be about 14 inches without the MDF. So let's shoot it without the MDF and see what we get. All right, plain clear ballistics, no MDF, our gut shot. See how this will do. All right, again, a lot of damage right away. I mean, we're talking within an inch. It's already starting to expand out. And we got a lot of damage through here. We actually, it looks like we have denim plug right there in the middle of that hollow point, but it's still expanded. So rather than, you know, our about 12 inches even or so, we're looking at about 14 inches. It's actually our very edges of our damage path. Looks like 14 1/4. Same thing going on here. Looks like about 12 1/4. So we did indeed get our 2-inch difference there that I typically like to see. And we have these just massive talons sticking out. Very wicked, very impressive. Let's shoot from 25 yards, see what I can get. All right, first up, 357 mag from 25 yards. I only have 3 rounds left, so we'll see how I can do with these. Center mass. All right, one of those shots kind of pulled low for me. The other two, pretty good. Let's see what we can get with our 40 here. All right, tried to fire fast. I missed one, so my impact's a little off on this pistol, and we did have that one malfunction in this pistol, and it could just be the pistol. It was interesting because it wasn't jammed up on the feed ramp or anything like that, so I can't really call it that the ammo was at fault. It, you know, it was very easily cleared jam, so I think it's just, even, I don't know, but I don't think it's the ammo's fault. But I can honestly say, aside from some of the weird accuracy I feel like I'm getting, I just get one that flies off a little. It could just be me today, but typically I don't see that. But what I'm seeing here really impressed me. I was not expecting this. You know, when you look at it, it just looks like generic ammunition. It looks like some kind of garbage that's really hyped up and marketed to just be full of hype. But it seems legit to me that it had some very wicked expansion that I was not expecting to see. So very good ammunition overall as far as our terminal ballistics goes. Very, very wicked. So that's what you get today. Seems to be good ammo overall. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.